are speaking.
It's time to get up and do a funny voice.
Because that's all we do. That's really what we do. That's what we're here for.
Oh, the stream is live.
Okay, hopefully you can see that okay.
Let me see. Look at me.
What? How you doing?
I made it.
Time to tweet
Oh, but-
everything.
The small child is there. So I already started wrapping Christmas presents.
Oh man.
And my tradition when I do it is I watch the most chick flick early 2000s movies.
Yeah.
So that's what I did last night
That sounds
with like a
fun.
half a bottle of wine. It was great.
Yeah,
Wait,
make an
when you-
occasion.
My wrapping looked really good too.
Mog, was
Wait.
that your phone that made the boogle noise?
Yeah,
That's
I'll
really
mute-
cute.
I'll mute it.
No, it's yeah. I mean, just for stream, but like,
Yeah, no, I
That's super
forgot
cute.
I had the volume on. Yeah, it's when Regis said about she was wrapping presents, I thought you were just gonna stop at I started rapping.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Funny.
Oh,
got you, Ree. I'll back.
Beatboxing parrot.
oh no! Wiki wiki squawk.
I got bars.
Squawk, you hoes ain't shit. So, I had to laugh. The school I'm observing at has a macaw in their classroom, and I'm like doing the Polly voice to it, and I don't think it's pleased with me.
Oh no.
I think it wants me dead, guys.
Like,
if I'm
this is
not here next,
cultural
I'm
appropriation.
sorry.
I may have a theory about why it wants you dead. This school you say you're observing at, does the school know you're observing them?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll let you off then.
Fatal.
I'm supposed to be. Yeah, we need 25 hours sitting and staring at students to get our license.
Jeez.
That doesn't sound
For,
at
like,
all
each
Say
class.
creepy.
It sounds very creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the school didn't know you were observing them, and that's why that parrot wants to murder you.
No, they know. Especially my teacher on Friday was like, sent me an email. Oh, I'm gonna be 2 hours late. Do you think you can handle it from here? I'm like, no, yes. Just in panic mode. I was like, oh god. Oh no. Nobody died and I didn't lose anyone, so that's good.
That's a plus.
See,
That's what you strive. That's what all true teachers strive for.
just please don't. Just
put it
don't.
on just put it on the top of your CV. I taught one class and nobody died. I'll consider that a good job.
That's a resume builder.
Perfect. I'll go edit right now.
Wow.
I forgot you guys called it that.
Hi, Tactician. Hello.
What do you call it?
CV.
A CV.
Ah.
It's it actually stands for Latin with curriculum vitae or whatever the fuck it is.
I learned something new today.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Bea's comment in the stream chat, it's always a bummer when the students arrange a coup and someone dies. No, one of my professors legit said, yeah, your students will do anything to hurt themselves.
Jesus.
Like, they will find ways to do it. And I was like, oh, great.
And that stands for any age of education.
Yeah. He, like,
Yeah.
explicitly put on some of his directions when he started teaching that paper is sharp, hot glue is hot. I'm not going to be liable for this. And I'm just like, oh boy. Oh boy. So remember, kids, hot glue is hot.
I'll forget in like 5 minutes.
Please do.
No.
And then once you get to 11 and you're allowed to play with stuff in the science lab, you just try to set everything on fire with a Bunsen burner.
Right?
Ooh.
And like,
Hello,
oh yeah, we're going to give you
Fubuki.
these chemicals. Don't drink them.
Oh,
Don't
God.
drink the
Also-
chemicals.
Also, don't
Oh, thanks for the
because
follow,
when they're
Tactician.
don't leave the class when you're doing an autopsy in the class. Not an autopsy, the
What?
little experiment one where you dissect them. A dissection, that's the word. Yeah,
I love
no,
having an
that's like-
autopsy in my
God,
classroom,
what kind
guys.
of class were you taking? Jesus.
well, I've got two things there. The first one was the original one, where I was saying don't leave the class when you do a dissection, because the kids will get out a Bunsen burner and start cooking the body parts like we did. And second off, you're saying about autopsies for history class. We had to watch autopsies.
Oh, for history class?
Yeah, we were doing medicine throughout history, and we
God.
got to when they started doing autopsies, and there used to be like a public event for people to watch. And there's this Belgian doctor bloke who does them nowadays, so we had to watch some of his live shows.
Jesus.
No, I chop them open.
Just give him a nice old chop chop.
He was just like pulling body parts out, put the lungs on the tray, and his assistant was just showing to the crowd.
I'll be right
Check
back. I'm
this
gonna go
shit
check
out.
on the prosecutor.
Okay.
Yo, you want to see these lungs? Look
Get
at
your
them.
lungs here. Get your lungs here. 2 for £10.
Dudes.
Buy one get one free.
Also, Bea, I just the chat streamed in
The
like
chat
not the
stream's
act-
already chaotic.
yeah, not Twitch chat, but the cast
Yeah.
stream chat. Fucking.
He was
It's
vibe
like-
check, and he didn't
a-
pass.
It's always a bummer when the students arrange a coup and someone dies. Okay, but Bradley deserved it, fucker. Yeah, maybe, but now we gotta tell his parents. Miss Mulberry, your son got fucking dunked on. Also, he was vibe checked and he didn't pass.
I'm already like laughing so hard I'm crying. Great. I don't even.
We're not even in the trial yet. Oh no!
Oh my god, fatal time from the class autopsy? What the fuck?
Bit of Danganronpa, isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, this is like Danganronpa.
Oh god.
The prosecutor
I was
felt
gonna
like
say-
asleep, so we're gonna give her another minute.
Okay, I was gonna say, having Danganronpa fan and teaching a classroom and no one dies is double good resume building.
Yes.
Positives
Like-
didn't create a murderous robot there.
2, did not reference Danganronpa at all during my lesson.
Or bad
Even-
things will happen.
Even
really
when my students wanted a class trial.
Okay. I was gonna say, Ree, you could sneak little Monokumas onto your slides, and then have a bonus question for extra credit saying like which slide was the Monokuma on.
Oh, I'm not someone who likes to do extra credit.
That's
I don't
fair.
know. It's more work for me to come up with stuff. And I'm not saying like,
Well, that's why you have Eamon now.
yeah, this is true. But I'm
Extra
literally
credit.
doing a
Think of the
spreadsheet and
stuff for you.
PowerPoints for him. And he was like, oh, I don't need it for a while. I just told him this morning. It's done.
Wait. The slideshow is done as well.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay. The
I love you, not that much.
Extra credit. Bring the teacher a coffee and a bacon sandwich because she's got a hangover.
Ooh.
do you know how that would
a
be?
good idea.
Wouldn't that be like 25 sandwiches and 25 cups of coffee?
That'd be a lot of sandwiches.
5
Might help you hangover.
Whoppers and 5 more Whoppers.
Oh, the FUD.
Oh man, speaking of Whoppers, did you guys hear that McDonald's lost a suit in hey, there's
Yeah.
our prosecutor.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we were talking about it in I think was it somebody put that in one of the meme chats, I think. Was it in
Yeah.
mine?
Oh,
Was it
that
in
was-
mine or was it in the Ace
I-
Attorney?
I think it was in the server one. The channel one.
In the channel one? Okay, yeah, it was who put hold on.
Okay.
Because I remember Nate commented on it and was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Fatal put it in. Fatal put it in my stream chat meme dump, and Stig was like, "Still can't believe they actually went ahead with that case." And I was like, "Oh God, he probably got like a front row view to that happening."
Oh, man.
Yeah, we have assembled.
Avengers.
The Avengers have assembled.
Wow.
Alrighty. Well, with that case, let's do our introductions and then get the show on the road, cause we have less than 2 hours to get through this. So, hello everybody. I'm Kiki or Goggles, and I am voicing, I think just Maya today. I don't think Eeny Meenie's in this part. So just Maya Faye, the serial murderer apparently.
I'm E-Man, and surprise, voicing Phoenix once again.
Wait, what?
I got the role. I did.
Yay.
Congratulations.
I'm Elizabeth, and I'll be voicing Francisco von Karma today.
Oh, I'm Mark, and I'm Judge McEating Stew.
I'm Bea, and I'm gonna be voicing Lotta Hart.
I'm Ree, and I'll be voicing Pearl today.
Hey, I'm Yosh, and my character is still dead.
We might channel him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, this is a case all about mediums, so.
Hi, I'm
Died
Fred. I'll be
while-
voicing Detective Gumshoe.
I've got a...
he died while he wanted someone to be
Wait.
channeled. How ironic.
While we're
Yeah.
speaking of mediums, I've got a joke for everyone.
Yes.
Let us
Oh,
hear
no.
it.
Did you hear about the midget psychic that escaped from prison?
I know the
He's a
punchline.
small
Did not.
he's a small medium at large.
I was like, I know the punchline to this. I'm gonna let you.
Oh.
Tactician said, "Mark, this is awful. Stop." Beautiful. All right. What? Prosecutor von Karma? You mean
No, I heard it's a successor this time.
successor? Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win.
He was a man possessed with the word perfect. Oh wow, ironic. Perfection.
UK Phoenix, you look like you're having a stroke there.
He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts? And now, his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be.
Tactician said Wright got tased while thinking that, probably. It's no good.
Is this me?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I think so.
Mystic Maya! Is this me?
Pearly!
Oh.
You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yup, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way from here. Wait, all the way here?
Of course not. I ran.
I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh. Just said that out loud. Oops.
What?
Pearly,
I'm bad at math.
what about the train?
What's a train in?
I give up.
It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that?
He's Nick's rival and also a friend. Wink.
Ah,
I still remember as though I had seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle into the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life.
Maya, please don't mention. Oh no. Oh, it's one of the. Maya, please don't mention that name ever again.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back.
oh my god, he's
What?
dead!
Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Bailiff.
Who voices the bailiff again?
Bea, because the bailiff, remember?
Oh,
Right. Sorry, my
You're
bad.
good. You're good.
I forgot.
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
It's one of those
So-
things that was never official. It just kind of like happened because of the
All,
joke.
all I'll say is, don't worry, because it tracks in this court that we have a slightly less than competent bailiff. Because I mean, look at everything else involved.
That is true.
Let's go. Now is not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick, let's save the trauma for another day.
Oh.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
What is with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor.
Why does he always seem mad at me?
Yosh! What the fuck kind of a joke is that? Jesus.
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hmm?
You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the successor to... Wait. Oh my goodness. So she's the famed successor to the prosecutor von Karma?
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge?
In red text, too. Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Oh!
I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you.
Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense team 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but...
The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Father, like daughter, I suppose.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get it to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone will please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
It's channeling a spirit.
That's quite a look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct?
Just feeling a bit shy today. Yeah, there you go, Phil.
I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. So how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time then.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
The court accepts this into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints.
Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Face, were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? Come on, Phoenix. How far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was
This is like
How do you know he was
basic
shot at?
shit.
Yeah. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me? Did you just insult the greatest democracy known to man?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Phoenix, come on.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya face fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh?
Save her, load a game.
This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Cry. How severe was the wound?
I just want everyone to know that Francisca's on the other side of the courtroom making toast. Just while they're talking about this.
Just so
She's on the other side of the courtroom making toast right now.
She's probably like whipping it so fast that it just burns.
No, no.
Whipping the hamster
Welcome.
generating the electric.
Welcome to the food episode.
I feel like that's every other episode.
Yeah,
And we haven't even got to parrot burgers yet.
True.
I don't know. If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a step like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yup, sure as can be.
It's like that one guy that slapped a chicken so hard he cooked it. Exactly, Fatal. You know what I'm talking about.
One look at the wounds, and you come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little bit more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Wright. I skipped over a word there completely.
What a pain. My mouth's not that big.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
Yeah, Fatal, the music is pretty chill for that.
Yeah, we got a gun now.
Yes!
We have a gun. We can run around
threaten
waving a gun in the
everyone.
middle.
gun?
Oh no,
gun?
not
Oh, no.
Pearl. Not Pearl.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally,
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
For her neutral special, Maya wields a gun. Yeah, 100%.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
This is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty?
Hot milky.
It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
Sorry, I had egg all over my hand. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think about this through all the way. Not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen.
What's with the Von Karmas and giving us arbitrary time limits? I don't know, Yosh, but it's hereditary, I guess.
Your Honor.
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
Jesus.
You. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now see here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. There's blood in the costume.
Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Ah yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Ugh, not even the judge is on her side. What if I bite off more than I can chew here? What should I do? Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume.
Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What?
What are you talking about, pal?
Where is this problem you are talking about?
Come this far. There's no turning back now.
The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Check this shit out. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
A hole. But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. God, I need to get it.
Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. There's someone in the grave. It's best we correct the court recording first before anything else.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up. Sir. Please don't whip me.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
How could you say something like that?
Oh, how could you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes. Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. End quote.
Yeah, I dig.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means.
Yes, please, because I do not know.
Okay, it means the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right.
It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right, so the wind seems to be shifting. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected the justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Now that you...
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No!
Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there's a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Ah!
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of her strength to fight back her. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
The scenario you've put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that.
Glare.
It awakens things.
He's been spending
Now then, your cross-examination,
He's been
please.
spending too long with. He's already corrupted. Pearl's corrupted him.
Stare.
Stare. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Hmm?
When channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the crane channeling technique.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
Helps if I put my mic back on. About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Yeah! Sorry.
Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
Eh? What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. Quote, when something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. End quote.
Ooh.
But there was not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if that was even possible. Oh, there we go. I shouldn't caught up. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal?
Flaw? Yow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is it? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Jesus.
Looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
these two really that clueless?
Yes.
Yes.
The bullet went. Okay, so the bullet, it moved on. It moved across the room through the defendant's sleeve, and then it found its way through the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but actually squatting low to the ground.
Maya's a Slav?
Yeah.
Order! Order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. I wonder where my finger will go. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. Judge's face scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean...
I hate how specific you have to get on these.
Wait, I just realised I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Ouch. Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime.
Yeah, I remember having problems with this too when I played the
Really?
game.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
The specific one, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's very specific. Very specific.
Because it just says present the spot just left of where the hole is, the west side. And I'm like, I feel like this is like close, but I don't know. We have some health, so. Hi, Yaka!
Shouldn't it be like behind the folding screen?
I don't know. It says just left of where the hole is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try this one and see if hopefully that's enough. There. Okay. Fuck. Jesus.
Yes.
She was standing here, near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet. But how can you gauge the distance from there? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma.
Fatal. Phoenix calls Judge and Gumshoe clueless. Also, Phoenix doesn't even know where Maya was. Okay, Fatal. You're not wrong.
If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there was nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at this time? At the time.
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured that could be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oof.
All right. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the bed. Blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now we know why Papa had such a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Ugh, of all the things to inherit, why did it be that smarmy smile?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Please spare me. How is it all my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee.
Jesus.
What's wrong with my goatee?
Oh, and rest assured your
what's
punishment
right
will
with
come
it?
later.
But punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
At least
Very
she didn't
well.
get my pay.
Yet.
True. Well, yeah.
The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Phew. That was a close one.
I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
Felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you are wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. But wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
By the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Well, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis's ghost will come after you and haunt you.
Your sister? Oh, are you talking about Mystic Mia?
Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know a lot of things.
Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow!
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey Phoenix, how you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know.
Name and occupation.
I declare, what in tarnation? Hey Judge, this here is violence against my fair self.
You played this game before Ace Attorney 1 and only found out after I beat this case? Oh god. That must be so confusing, Fatal.
That's fine.
That's fine? That ain't fine, that's a whip.
There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
No, let's all be one big happy family, okay?
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, then bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Who has a dog in the courtroom?
Missile grew up!
Oh
No,
no!
no.
He's coming
know
for
you
your
have-
hot dogs.
Yeah, sorry guys, I had to bring Missile today.
Aw.
No, you know you have to pay the dog tax to get them in my courtroom. And did you take a
What
picture?
salary?
And did you?
I-
You do know
Sorry,
it's not
sir,
actually
I
the dog
can't
tax, it's
afford
actual
that.
money, right?
I can't,
It just
I
means you have
can't
to show the
afford that.
dog. Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Wrecking course.
Yeah? Excuse me?
Wrecking course. It's short for you reckon of course I did.
Fatal said puppy.
Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
Moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's a picture.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me.
Was it really only those two that went in?
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them?
Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room.
Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear?
But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Oh, that's fascinating, Yosh. I didn't know that. Very, very interesting. Do you know how much of a tax it is?
I don't know, but it's just for dogs and no other animals for
Huh.
some reason.
So what you're saying is Germany is just a nation full of cat people.
Was it really a gunshot?
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
And the world becomes just a little crueler.
I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell y'all that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up.
So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door. God damn it, Fiend.
He's just bringing them in today, just zingers.
Elizabeth said she has to leave for like 5 to 10 minutes, so
What?
someone else should read.
Shit, okay. I guess I can read since Bea's testifying. Unless, or read, do you want to read? Because Pearl's not in here right now.
What character?
Francisca, just for the next few minutes.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Well, what voice did I give her back when I played 50 years ago? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happens then?
Yes. Miss Fun Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry.
I just feel like an inquisition.
No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign.
And what did you see once you broke in?
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awful
Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Press hard.
Lotta, please think back to that day one more time.
What you getting at?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room?
I was murdered.
Lotta, at a time like this...
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
When you saw the murder at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct?
Well, you see...
Someone's really gotta feed Missile.
He wants
It's
hot
so
dogs.
sad.
Missile smells hot dogs outside the courtroom and wants to escape the courtroom to go get said hot dogs.
It's like, why does Gumshoe have some salary left, and why isn't it being used for my food?
Literally.
Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry.
Good. This shifts things back to my side.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I came back. I survived.
Oh, perfect. Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Cool.
Welcome back.
You're good. Thank you for reading it for me while I was gone. Witness, think back to these two who. Jesus, I just had a stroke.
Oh.
Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber.
Pearl's
It
gonna
was
go
a
back to
quick
coloring
recovery.
pictures in the courtroom.
When they entered?
One of those people that entered the channeling chamber was Miss Maya Fey, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It was Maya that went in.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly.
Rats. And I'm trapped like one. Again! Rats. Rats. Rats.
Are you absolutely certain of that?
Every time, every time.
Lana need the save state to really think about her answer.
Jesus.
Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so
Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay?
there was no one else in there and you know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about
behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
What about under the floorboards?
What about in the ceiling?
Maybe someone had a portable stove.
Reckon.
Huh? What in the...
Reckon, you know, you reckon that's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
You got a problem?
Yes, please feed that dog. Reckoning, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you stop saying such things as reckon, given...
Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you?
Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth.
Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fay.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I gonna do if I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm gonna have the judge against me. Anything I present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fay.
I didn't think anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
That's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you, totally 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
Because it went off before I could read it, I almost accidentally said weirdo instead of witness. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
I couldn't protect Maya. The defense.
Is she being channeled in this, or is she just speaking to him in his head?
I mean, we saw Mia as Mia,
Okay.
so I just
So
assume it's Mia.
Eli, these are yours.
The famous line.
Phoenix. You can't make that kind of face. Looks ugly. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Mia!
I'm glad that was directly into the mic, Kirsten.
I'm sorry.
That was so loud.
I'm so sorry. I thought I muted myself. So I guess she is channeling. Okay, so Ree can take over.
Oh, okay.
This is the one that just creeps
I
me
hate
out.
this one so much. I hate
This
one
one's
so much.
pretty scary. I don't like this one.
Yeah, this
It's
one
rank.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, what if she's just short and she has to step on a step stool right now, though?
That's pretty funny.
I
I guess they made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
but pearls.
Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go!
But how? She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
I think the most off-putting thing about it is the very childish hairstyle. Like, that's the
Yeah.
thing that gets me.
Yeah.
Dr. Gray.
I was murdered.
What? Lotta, at a time like this?
Sorry. Times like
So-
this are. Oh, wow. Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots.
You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
Mia?
Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore,
It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about?
Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber.
Okay, you got it.
See, you got through the judge somehow, right?
Well, actually, it was the Von Karma's whip that got through to him.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections.
Strike all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting.
Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all.
Well, I reckon that's possible.
If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow!
Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expected of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it?
Ugh, sorry, Maya.
Are y'all done here? Can I continue?
And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer?
That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on.
She goes through her jobs faster than a baby goes through diapers.
Ouch!
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change?
Well, would it, Mr. Wright?
Nice. Tag team in stereo. Guess you'd be grateful not in 5.1.
Damn, that one cut deep. The stay on topic.
I like how Phoenix is easily able to cope with Maya's death when he can't take her to her going to prison. You know, the duality of man, Fatal. What can you say?
2, right?
To what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots.
2 shots of vodka.
But only one has been
Weep.
submitted as evidence.
Ms. Hart, where's the other picture you've been withholding?
We have to pay for that one.
No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
Why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, you see, it is behind a paywall, but that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
What? Von Karma! Just like your dad.
Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Wow, right to tell.
Von Karma didn't want to leak Lotta Hart's OnlyFans in the courtroom.
Oh, Jesus.
Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious.
But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child?
I'm so
I mean,
angry I
which
lost
is-
my composure.
Which is she right now?
Both.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to the court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that the day of the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think that the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this?
Might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I not insist the person's picture is not Maya? Think.
Sorry, the way the guide's written is like.
Oh, I see.
Did I already say I can
Yeah.
prove it? Shit. Hold on. Nope, no, I don't want it. Ah! Hi, Trevor! Thank you so much for the whole year. Oh my god, thank you for the resub. I can't believe it. Holy cow. Oh my god, what a journey it's been. Thank you so much, Trevor. That means a lot to me. Hello. And hi, Yoshi! Welcome in! Oh my god, it's a whole party. Everybody's here.
Okay, I don't remember what's the correct answer here, but just thinking logically, what would Phoenix do?
I was gonna say, I think it's insisting, but I saved just in case, so, you know, if we need the to go back or whatever, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's...
Oh. Your Honor! As you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. She's even got a unibrow.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe that you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it!
You're too soft.
I love how they're
Huh?
like arguing about whether or not people can change their face and body while Mia's standing right next to him in the body
It's
of a
very
I know,
6-year-old.
right?
Thanks, Yoshi. We're doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well you're doing good as well.
You're doing well as good.
Shut up, everybody.
You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's smiling?
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center visitor's room and was super illegal. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Yeah, Yoshi. So Von Karma did not become a girl, but this is the successor that we were talking about last time. This is Von Karma's daughter, Francisca.
How did they, like, not notice someone just crouching down next to Phoenix to take that picture?
Yeah.
I like
for
to
real.
think Francisco was crouching behind the chair with like a flip phone, just like snapping pictures.
Like, someone's
I
just like
mean,
doing, someone's just
hey,
like
hey.
going like a commando man, rolling over and just snapping a picture.
There are cameras in the.
But at that
room.
angle?
Yeah, it's just like,
Maybe.
it's
We
just
don't-
like,
This is a very artistic angle for a security camera. I don't think they were.
Hey,
doing...
all I'm saying is we never see this side of the room, so
Yeah,
for all we know, there
true,
could be a security
true.
camera there.
Why are there cameras on the floor? What the fuck?
yeah, who puts a camera like off the floor?
That's like Phoenix walking. That's like Phoenix walking and being like, that's weird. But I guess they're trying to keep their eyes on contraband. I guess.
There's a lot of criminal raccoons in the area today.
Go ahead, do a crime.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
Well, you can crawl below camera sites. Can you not float above them? That is true. I guess you could. There would be, yeah.
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in the state, she physically changes into the person she's calling.
Miss Von Karma, a word if I may.
Mia?
Taking pictures of someone during private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence.
Just submit you into evidence.
Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place.
But what is she?
From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine.
Yeah, the person in pink is Pearl. She's Maya's cousin.
Yeah.
So there's a lady named Morgan Fay who helps run the the village where all the mediums are, and Pearl is her daughter, and Morgan is Maya's aunt. So her name's Pearl. So she's part of the channeling village that Maya and Mia were a part of.
After all, this image has now been burned into the judge's mind.
Oh, don't worry about that. I forget everything after 5 seconds.
No, Yoshi, you don't have to apologize. It's okay. It's fine. It is weird, but America's done weird stuff like that too, so don't feel the need to apologize for your country. It's all good.
I mean, it's just your revenge for America having child beauty pageants.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't even have a single witty line.
It looks like we've been had. Angry crayon snap.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant's Maya Fey? Where's the unibrow gone?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove this person in the picture is not Maya?
Your Honor.
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. What a weird thing to say.
This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture to the court? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, sometimes it just does that. Okay. Oh, God, I hope this isn't gonna be too picky.
Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing.
Should be there?
There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, this should do major damage to her argument.
Don't celebrate yet.
You like to bring down the mood, don't you?
Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face.
She's got the condescending grin plastered all over her face again.
Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it! That woman about to do everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything.
But you can't prove that. Francesca von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think?
Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion.
Not again.
Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in the sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright?
Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor. There's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not a defendant, but a different person altogether.
What?
Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Ow! Ow! Ah!
The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us.
Hey, witness.
What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor?
Yes, Lot is here, Yoshi.
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room.
Well, you know...
If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see.
Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. Or wasn't anyone else in there honest?
You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did the other woman appear from?
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Same.
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? The second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright.
Can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this?
Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now?
To turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective.
Phoenix?
So, where did this murder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? Need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before he broke in, the third person was already in the room? What if Maya had left that room somehow? I could prove that either one of those conditions were true.
It's alright. Let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this.
Oh, how a foolish fool makes the foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary.
Oof.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Let's see how low his salary is. Proved that the murder, and until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Miss Hart, do you remember this key?
Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that.
The defendant herself locked the door?
Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix right.
Yes? Looks like she's catching on.
I'm afraid to ask, but... why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Well, I can't talk. Well, ain't that a kid? But how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl.
That sounds very wrong.
No, it's fine. That little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time.
That's preposterous.
This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key is being submitted to the evidence. Miss Wankama.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm a prodigy. I've never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 AM. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis?
Yes, I felt like I had no choice.
Great going, Pearly! I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
I only summoned her because I couldn't figure out the crossword puzzle and she could.
And then she just happened to help. I do that sometimes too, Pearl.
Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room.
And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah.
I feel like Maya would go and channel Mia to go back and get an extra snack from the free samples
Yes,
counter.
True.
Very smart.
Well, at least we haven't told Amara to figure things out. Like, what happened to that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Ah, I envy the two of you.
Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure.
No.
Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A tick cat?
Poor thing, so sheltered.
Ba 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 ba. With 13 minutes to spare.
Wow.
Wow, we actually got through that kind of quick for our doing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
See, we're not always 100% incompetent when it comes to our playthroughs. Sometimes
We're
we're
like
good.
98%.
Sometimes we're 99% incompetent.
Yeah, fair enough.
I gotta say, seeing this now versus when I was younger, yeah, Von Karma's the antagonist, but had a lot of good points of Phoenix, how dense and stupid are you?
Yeah.
Why are you asking this question? You were literally witnessing. Why are you?
Yeah.
Phoenix, how stupid are you? Yes.
That's how
But
that
then
went.
Phoenix also has to explain things to the judge and Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, Yoshi, you're so sweet. Thank
Oh.
you.
That's because Gumshoe's
So we basically have Dumb and Dumber.
there is reasons Gumshoe's malnourished because he can't afford food, and the judge is 500 years old. He's lost a few brain cells.
Just a few. It's all those parrot burgers. They're giving him brain rot.
That's why we never see Polly in a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Make the brain go, but the taste buds grow.
We do see Polly in Investigations too.
Oh, we do.
Hype. Well, in about 5 years, well.
Yeah, for real.
It's impressive that you think we'll be that quick.
Yeah, Polly does come back. I completely forgot about that, Yoshi. All your favorite characters return. This is a really good case for you, Yoshi.
Yeah, even if he got bait and switched by Von Karma.
Yeah, unfortunately. A little sneaky. Oh, that's okay, Yoshi. I'm sure you needed the sleep. That's okay. And the VOD will be available, in a minute. So don't worry about it. Your sleep's more important for sure. And you're so you catch us all the other times. So one time, isn't gonna hurt. I'm glad to meet his daughter. Yeah, Francisca's pretty cool. I like her a lot as a character. I'm excited to see more of her. Alright.
And she's also got an amazing voice.
Yeah, very true. She has a great voice actor just like her father. Oh, that's so sweet, Yoshi. Yeah, she's pretty dang good. I'm a little biased, but I just realized, Bea, that you changed your name to Lana Hart from OnlyFans.
You only just saw
I
that?
just saw that.
She has,
Oh my
she has
God.
for the whole,
Oh my
screen.
God. Holy shit.
Excuse me.
That's one of my favorite things is seeing what everybody changes their names to. It's so funny to me.
My character is dead.
Yeah.
I basically don't have to change my name for the entire series.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you just see, Kiki?
That you changed
just
your
saw your
name
name.
to
Oh.
Lana Hart from OnlyFans.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was gonna try to write No Longer the Escaping, but that was too long to fit in. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's actually like a Ace Attorney relevant joke I can put in here. Oh, right.
That one's really good. My character is dead is pretty good. I do like wet paint bench sleeper. Jesus, I can't talk. Olive Garden piss baby might be my favorite so far.
I forgot.
Olive Garden piss baby.
That was pretty high up there.
I forgot I had that as my name for a little.
How could you forget that pure gold?
I think that might be my favorite.
Because case 1-5 took my fucking soul away.
I really did enjoy didn't play this case 2 or whatever that you and Sam had going on.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
Both Sam and I just had the did not play this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. We had some good times.
I think we're actually about to get to where I left off when I played this game.
Really?
I think this is actually where I left off.
That's pretty good. Not bad at all.
Actually, no. I think it's I think after we do I think it's after this investigation. I think is when.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think I'm at about where I left off too. I can't remember for sure, but yeah.
So you don't know who did it? Ooh.
Nope. Well, actually, I know from I got spoiled, but.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
I bet it was Kiki did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always play the murderers, so might as well be me in real life too.
That's why we call her Killer Keeks.
Okay, that's a new one, but I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, you always play the murderer, like Maya and Emma.
Yeah.
I mean, is Killer Keeks an upgrade over Wormy Fingers Kirsten?
Yeah, I'll take that for sure. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the Wormy Fingers nickname by any means.
The chickens are.
It's a little comfortable.
The chickens enjoy it very much.
No, the chickens do. They do love my Wormy Fingers. So well, yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and there's not a lot of people on, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid Michael again, because he's not in spoiler territory. So feel free to hop along if you wanna.
I mean, if you haven't played Chrono Trigger, he is in spoiler territory, but.
Well, I'm just worried about Ace Attorney stuff, so
Yeah.
We don't care about any of those other games.
Yeah. Who cares?
Speaking of Chrono Trigger, there's apparently a Chrono Cross remaster happening, and I'm very excited for that because I really like Chrono Cross.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
I could play it for the first time.
A lot of people hate it because it's not just straight out Chrono Trigger 2, but if you take it for what it is, it's a really good game.
All I know about that game is that there's like 100 different party members.
I think it's about 50, yeah.
Yeah, 100, yeah.
I don't know, Yoshi. Lotta's been suspicious. You gotta watch out for her, Yoshi. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Don't ever give Lotta the benefit of the doubt, because we don't know what that chick's on about.
Yosh, one of them is a giant dancing voodoo straw doll.
Yeah, that's like 4 party members in one already.
I mean, he's as glorious as 4 party members in one, yeah. That game was unique because when they made it, they made like an auto translator thing to make the characters have different accents. See you guys on the other
side. Bye.
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 Adios.
Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.
All right. That's right. We have to.
All right. Otherwise, we